And welcome back to Hilly Farms in the Fraser Valley in British Columbia. Sorry for the delay on getting to episode 2, but here we are. And yeah, we're going to continue on from where we left off. I had a little break in the meantime. I don't know if you noticed in the first episode, I was really sick at the end, and it took a long time to edit. And yeah, this time I'm just going to do it all live and cut back on the editing. So what I've done since last night, game time, was come in and give some fertilizer to my red beets, and I also brought the soil information from Precision Farming that cost us about $3,000 or $2,900. So it was basically the same price as what a scanner would have cost us. And other than that, I've also found some contracts that we're going to do today. We've got two quite juicy baling contracts, one hay and one silage, and also a fertilizing contract. The other thing I'm going to do differently is I just looked back at the video, and I didn't like how the IBC tank doesn't fit on the back of Grandad's truck. So we're also going to do something about that first. So to begin with, let's just send a lawnmower tractor off to whichever field we're going to do first, and I think I'm also going to get the smaller Fendt tractor on a windrower, and we'll send them to where they're going, and then we'll get the fertilizer going. So where are we going first? Field 39, let's just start at the top. I don't know where field 39 is. Oh yeah, that's part of the Desroche farm, so we'll just send them straight down to Desroche. That'll be close enough. Okay, I'll grab the Fendt, and it's going to need a windrower. And we'll send that down to Desroche as well. And I've also got the fertilizing contract is around on field 127, which is a field I haven't done before. You'll see in a minute. It's the most hidden and far out of the way field on the map, and I did go and put an auto drive course to it before signing in, before pressing record, so that'll just make it a little bit easier. Where is this going? Desroche and Nikone. Alright, so let's drive the... We're going to need some fertilizer. We've got a little bit here, but we're going to need some more for this contract. It's quite a big one. So we'll drive this tractor to the shop, or pick up a new truck and some additional fertilizer. I will see you at the shop. Okay, as you can see here, I've gone ahead and upgraded Grandad's truck. We're going to keep the older truck. We'll take it up to the mountain farm and just store it up there until Grandad gets back from his holiday. And in the meantime, I needed an F350 to help us do some fertilizing. And we'll just throw one of these IBCs on the back. Will we just fill up the Xylon before we head to field 127? Okay, that's much better than the smaller truck. It was not very realistic. with the smaller truck, but this will be much better. Just tie that on and let's go and fill this up. Okay, they're all full. I think we'll send both of these around to field 127. I'll show you on a map in a minute. We'll just do it on auto drive, and then while these guys are driving there, then we'll go and set up the lawnmower. Field 127. Quite like this truck. It's going to do a good job for us. Okay, they're going to be happy. Let's jump across to the Massey. And we will go and set up our first mowing job of September. It's the first day of September now. I always get confused when starting on 4-day weeks 4-day months, that August only has one day, no matter how you do it. So that was why you didn't see me doing the fertilizing of the red beets, because I actually forgot that we needed to do that. I was hoping that there'd be an extra day in August to do that, but there wasn't. But 4-day months should give us a ton of time to make a lot of money fairly quickly, especially given that I use horseplay quite heavily and try to have all the tractors going all at once. And I don't know if I mentioned in the first episode, but what I'm planning on doing is building up a good little contracting company, and then once that's up and making lots of money, then we'll set up a hops business and do all the things we need to do to get hops going. So that'll be the main plan, but I'm also going to do a little bit of forestry and make some money to eventually buy a cattle farm of our own. Let's get horseplay going. I've got fat fingers today. 2 headlands. Let's give it 3. We'll start work on the middle and generate. Perfect. That looks good enough to me. So we'll wait until the lawnmower's done a little bit of work, and then we'll get the windrower going. Let's go and see if the Xylon's made it to field 127. Right. The truck's still there. While it's on its way, I'll jump into the map and show you where it is. So field 127's down here, all the way down, hidden behind the second mountain, right in the bottom corner. And from memory, I think I made the price of that parcel of land nice and affordable to encourage people to get there. It's yeah, $1 million compared with, oh yeah, maybe it's not as cheap as I thought. And this is just a little decoration farm here as well. I'm not even sure, I'm pretty sure you can't delete this one. That'll be a future project. Once these contracts are done, find some more. There's a lot. Oh, that's a nice one. I don't have a harvester at the moment, and I don't have a plough yet either, but I will be getting a plough soon. We'll need a ploughing tractor for that. I don't have anything to sow with. So yeah, to begin with, we'll be busy with baling and spraying. Okay, let's get this set up on Courseplay as well. The one problem with this Cylon, it's got a really bad turning circle. Like it's a turning circle of a ship. So 2 headlands we'll definitely need. Generated that, no problem. And we'll just start job there. Maybe we'll just stop that again and raise up the sprayer a little bit. And the worker will probably just lower it again now. Yep. Oh well, at least I tried. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for now. I'm going to jump backwards and forwards, doing the baling, and work out a job for this guy when he's done. And yeah, I'll come back when there's a change. And we are back. It is a little while later, and I've already worked out that talking while I play Farm Sim is possibly going to be problematic because this field is meant to be hay, and I've started windrowing it up for silage. But I don't think it'll matter too much because field 39 here is hay, and similar size field 67 is silage. So we'll just switch them over and hope that the quantity is about right. And if it isn't, we'll just get another baling contract. And there's always a fair few bales left over. Actually, there are usually too many bales left over after most contracts, so it should be fine. The other thing about this field is you can see in the background there near the barn that there is a couple of grazing fields in this field. So the grazing fields have a different foliage layer, and that means that there'll be slightly less grass in this field because those sections are missing. But again, usually there's way too much grass, way too many bales. Yeah, so that's all. Also, we've been working away over on field 127 with the sprayer, and it's going through way more fertilizer than I thought it was going to. We're already up to the second or third refill, and already had to go back to the shop to stock up on some more fertilizer here. So yeah, that's about it. I'll go back once the lawnmower here is finished, and we'll grab the baler and start baling this up and turn it into silage, even though it's meant to be hay. So yeah, I'll come back when we've got some bales going. And by then the sprayer will probably be somewhere else as well. Okay, now it's the next morning, the second day, the second week of September, and as you can see here, we've made a few changes while I've been working. Um, I was going through the contracts, and it looks like the spraying contracts have finished for the season. So I went into the shop and changed the Xylon's wheels over to something that suited towing a little bit more, and this will become a good trailer towing tractor for the rest of the season until it's spraying season again. And we had the wrapper going quite late last night. I normally set up the wrapper using not follow me, using the one of the courses, whatever the course that the baler used, but with it offset, so the wrapper works. Um, but for the first time, I tried the in-game just AI bale uh, AI worker, and it does a really good job. Usually, even though this field is covered in a whole bunch of very small bales, there was a little bit of driving into walls and stuff towards the end. But yeah, I was quite impressed with the in-game AI doing its thing. Um, and it looks like this trailer's full. So the other thing I probably should own up to is so I've already made a mistake on this field. This field should be hay, and I did it as silage, and so we're just going to, like you've already mentioned, like I've already mentioned. But then I also took the first load of the silage bales to the wrong sell point and sold them by accident. Made $13,000, which was quite nice. But um, it's going to be very interesting if we'll be able to finish this contract now, because um, yeah, things are just a little bit mixed up. But that's all right. We're role playing being young, very eager, fresh out of school farmers, so we're bound to make a mistake every now and then. But this load is meant to go to Happy Hens, so we'll send them off there, and while they're on their way that way, I've already sent the mowing tractor to field 66. Let's have a look at the contracts that we've done. We'll get to that one in a minute, but field 39 is where we just were, and that's almost finished, and we're about to go and set up on this one. We're going to do this as hay, even though it's saying that we need to do it there as silage, and we'll swap them over. You can see here we finished. This is just that little fertilizing contract that you saw a quick flash of before. And I took this one on because field 6 is down by the river. It's quite a nice field, and it's really big, and it's going to be a good challenge to do with these small equipment. So um, after doing this, maybe we'll have a bit of money to upgrade some equipment. And yeah, at the moment I'm trying to save money for setting up the hops. So, ooh, maybe I'll do something about ploughing, because we get a ploughing tractor. Ploughing can be quite lucrative and easy. Anyway, yeah, like I said, we'll go and set up field 67, which is just here. Yeah, it's always playing playing the way I play. Making money's not really all that hard, but the order in which you want to expand is the trick, and there are easy ways of doing it and harder ways. Um, I always just like to keep a bit of cash reserved and save up for the things we need. Um, oh, and this is the other thing I messed up. Uh, Setting up the field last time, I actually had to go back in and redo the course by course, because with this lawnmower setup, it doesn't register the rear mower. So you've got to go in and added on here, and 3 headlands will do, starting on the center, generate fieldwork course. There it is. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, that's because there's a, okay, so we'll just have to cancel that because I'm going to need to redefine this field because it, oh, I know, what I'll do is just use a normal worker. Yeah, let's do that. I try and do a little bit of everything. What's going on here is field number 67 here is partially a cattle pasture. So you see the fence running across there. The courseplay course is recognizing this cattle pasture as part of this field. So what I could do is just redefine the courseplay course along this fence line, but instead I'm just going to use an ordinary in-game worker, given that they were doing such a good job on the bales. If I go around and do a couple of headlands here on this beautiful morning, then the worker will be able to do the center parts, no problem. So yeah, I'll come back after after I've done a bit of mowing by hand. It's taken 3 days, but I'm going to do some mowing by hand. Okay, well that was fun. We've got that mower going, and once we get these bales loaded, I'll show you how the progress is going. You'll see that one contract's almost finished, even though we've only just started the mowing there, and the other one has only just started, even though it's almost completely finished. So whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure if the Xylon's used as a towing trailer much. I just assumed that having the liquid container on the front would make sense. They'd probably put a bit of water in it if you needed a bit of weight on the front. I'm just speculating. It's yeah, as a towing trailer and a spraying trailer, it's pretty good. It's 150 odd horsepower, which makes it struggle a little bit up the hills on this map when it's got a full load of bales, but it makes it. Just slows down a fair bit. And it's got a pretty good top speed as well once it gets going, and assuming that you don't drive it into a tree with its big turning circle. So we'll send this back to the DeRoche farm, and I've been picking up the bales there manually. And we'll get the smaller Fendt tractor, where are we going? DeRoche. Going blind. And we'll get the smaller Fendt tractor now and get it ready to head. So this tractor did some hard work overnight. It finished at about 11:30, so it was very dark, and I wasn't entirely sure that I had gotten all of the bales, so I thought I'd just leave it here until the morning, but it looks like we got them all. And we'll send this back to home to pick up the tedder. Okay. So while they're driving back home, I'll just show you. We'll do these two almost finished now. They'll be finished probably by lunchtime, and we'll move straight over and start working on field number 6, which is, I'll show you down here. It's kind of based on a real life sort of floodlands. It's on the other side of this is the levee, so it's on the flood side of the levee. But it looks like in real life they've been doing a bit of work to try and reclaim that land, I guess, or to build it up into something. So I thought it made sense to make it a mowing field, and yeah, it's quite nice down there. So that's probably what we'll come back to after this. I'll finish off field 67 here, sort out this hay and silage problem, and then yeah, get down to field number 6, which is where I'll probably see you next. Okay, come back just a little bit early. We're still obviously on field 67. Just to show you one good thing and one kind of silly thing. Firstly, the AI worker works out well on an L-shaped field like this, because now I can run them this way instead, whereas Courseplay would have made them go on the short side here. So that's the handy thing, or the good thing. The less handy or less whatever, less good thing is I went and got the tedder, and yeah, didn't realize that if you're doing a contract, you can't head something that's meant to be silaged. So I was thinking, oh, how do I get around this? Use EasyDev or something like that. But what would happen in real life if if some young farmers did this in real life? What they'd have to do is go and buy some hay. So what I'll do is I'll sell this silage and buy hay instead, and that'll probably work out way in our favor as far as money goes. So it's no big deal. But that just means we'll be doing some more silage here, and I don't need this tedder. Anyway, I'll see you over on field 6. Uh-oh, it's raining now too. Lucky, lucky we're not doing hay. And here we are over on field 6. It's obviously quite a bit later in the day now. We've got the mowing well underway, and you can see there in the background in the dark that the tedding's going on as well. The Fendt tractor's on the tedder. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this video up soon. We've had a pretty successful start with yeah, lots of mowing. We've also got the Xylon on the windrower, and this field's definitely hay. It's meant to be hay after field 67 and field 39 mix up. That's all sorted out now. You end up getting way more grass than what you need to finish these contracts, so I'm sure with this contract 46,000 we're going to get like so many more bales. We're also sending these off to Salisi Farm, which isn't that far away, and I've got a bit of a shortcut to get there. I'm going to clear these contracts off now, and that'll bring us up to 150 odd thousand. There's plenty of baling contracts coming up, and I was thinking of doing some ploughing, but it looks like ploughing's coming to the end. I'll definitely get off ploughing tractor soon though. With regarding the bales, you can see there I made $60,000 in the bales, but then I also had to buy $70,000 worth of hay. So in the end, because those contracts were worth quite a bit, yeah, $63,000 with contracts, it worked out okay. I just noticed there that we've also got a $200,000 loan, which I'm going to get rid of. I didn't intend to have that. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to also say thank you very much to all of the patrons and the people supporting the map through itch.io. I really, really appreciate that, and this series is a little bit of a thank you, you know, to all those people, and just to show the way I've been playing the map at least. I'm a little bit lazy, so using all of the tricks that I can to do as little driving as possible. If you're into that, then that's what this series will be about, and I'll be showing off more tricks about what this map can do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.